A warm greeting to one and all. Here we are going to discuss the paper of Modern English Structure, Introduction to English Grammar. In that, we will be discussing the first open word class, nouns. In the previous presentation, we discussed the definition of noun. We also had a glimpse of some of the examples of noun. Now in the second part of this presentation, we are going to deal with the form, function and meaning of noun, right? So how the nouns will be identified, what is the role of the noun performed in a sentence, and what it implies. So all these things related to the noun will be dealt in during this presentation. So first of all, here we are on the point to have a look at the form of a noun. Now as far as the identification marks are concerned, what it is that identifies a noun, how you are going to identify a noun. So there are certain characteristics. Now which are these characteristics? There are certain characteristic suffixes. Those identify the form of a noun. Now in these types of suffixes, there are two types of suffixes. The first one, inflectional suffixes. Inflectional suffixes, that is the suffixes which perform the grammatical role only. For example, the suffixes like s or es or apostrophe s in plural and in singular. And the example such as boy, boys. So here the suffix s in the word boys is an inflectional suffix, and from this it becomes clear that it is the type of the word or the class of the word is a noun. Again, apostrophe s, B-O-Y apostrophe s, boys, boys. Here apostrophe s. So all these are the inflectional suffixes. Those help you to identify the class of the word as being noun. Now there is another important category of the suffixes, and that is called the derivational suffixes. So what are these derivational suffixes? Derivational suffixes are the suffixes which derive a new word from the existing one. Okay? They derive a new word from the existing one. For example, here you can study a number of derivational suffixes like er, ism, er in singer. For example, sing, er. Er is the suffix that makes a new word from the existing word sing. So this er makes it clear that this kind of word or class of word is a noun. That is, derivational suffix also functions as the identification mark for the noun. And there are many more which which are visible to you in this slide. ISM is there. Then many more, HOOD, NESS, ESS, etc. Right? So this is how you are going to identify the form of a noun. The next important thing regarding the noun is the function. What is the function of a noun? You know that naming words are noun, no doubt. But as far as the function of noun is concerned, in grammatical structure or in structure, what is this function? A noun functions as the head of a noun phrase. Noun phrase is a different concept that we'll be studying later on. But here in this noun phrase, that noun works as the head. Noun phrase is a group of words in which noun is a head word. So it is the most important function of a noun that it functions as the head, and it is an obligatory element in the noun phrase. Obligatory in the sense it is compulsory. Without the presence of a noun, no noun phrase in the world is going to be framed. And that's why this is the very important, very primary, very significant function of a noun, that it works as a head in the noun phrase. For example, a boy, a good boy, the best boy of the college. A boy. Here the word boy is the noun and it is here the head of the noun phrase a boy. A good boy, again boy is the noun and head of that noun phrase a good boy. The best boy of the college, boy, again the head word, and it is also the obligatory element in this noun phrase. It is preceded by, as you watch here, that a determiner is there, for example a, and the, some many more, right? So this is the important function of the noun. Now the next thing that we are going to discuss is the meaning of the noun. So what it implies, when you are going to use the nouns, what it implies. Now the nouns, as you know, that there are certain uses of the nouns, certain types of the nouns are there. For example, the concrete nouns. Now what are the concrete nouns? The nouns which are going to explain certain physical phenomena such as people, object, places, substances. These kinds of nouns are referred as concrete nouns. For example, postman, table, playground, water, etc. Now, as far as concrete nouns are concerned, there are also another type of noun, and that is called the abstract nouns. So what are these abstract nouns? The abstract nouns refer to the events, status, activities, processes, times, occasions, etc. Right? For example, an accident, happiness, progress, socialization, mourning, birth, etc. All these are the abstract nouns. So in this second presentation, we have discussed very well the form, function and meaning of the open word class nouns. Right? Hope you might have got it very well, and in the next unit we will study the classification of nouns. Thank you. Thank you one and all.